Hello, hello. Oh, turn the light on. There we go. I'm back from my one-day hiatus here. Well, I guess from streaming, but not from doing this. Took a day to just do some training, bit of research and everything on how I want to handle the next part of this, and just get everything else caught up with the new system. Turn the music down on my part. Yeah, so I think the way we're going to do this is with runes. And my whole idea behind this system is basically to just have like one of these right here. Oh, okay, mic isn't muted. Just wanted to double check that before I got into this. Okay, have one of these guys around like the player's like wrist, and this will appear when the player selects like an ability to cast. And then when the ability actually goes through, this will travel up their wrist to like in front of their hand or in front of them, and they'll do their cast, and a rune will basically shoot out from this onto the head of the spell, and when it hits the ground, it'll put like kind of like a seal on the ground that will expand, and then the spell will come out of that. So it's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna see how it works. The reason I wanted to do it this way is we just need something to help players understand like what spells the enemy is like choosing to cast and shit. So there has to be like something there. Color is going to be one, sound is going to be another one, but as many indicators as we can get, I'm going to give. So I'm just trying to come up with different ideas here, and this one right now is definitely pretty good. So I'm excited to get this implemented. The way we're going to do this, like right off the rip, is I went ahead and just like created a new object pointer for this Niagara system. And I'm going to call this the spell rune particles. And it's just going to be a Niagara system that the spell spawns in front of it, or not in front of it. This is what's going to appear on the ground when the spell is activated. So pretty much does the same thing as impact particles, but this will be something that lasts a lot longer. So we needed it to be outside of what impact would be. But yeah, what we're going to do right now is on the character itself, we're going to create this Niagara system that's going to spawn on their wrist, and we have to make it something that happens on the network as well. So we have to basically trigger this. So let's see. We're just going to go to our character and get this done. This is going to be similar to a kind of like an old thing that I was working on, where the character had like a set of rings attached to their forearm, and when they would like start casting, because you had to manually input the cast before, the rings on their forearm would light up with what cast they were choosing. So it was a really crazy complicated system, but this one's not going to be as bad. I think the way we'll do this is we just need to create a couple RPCs, and I don't know if they're going to be reliable. Probably not. I'm going to copy these ones here because it's going to be a pretty similar thing. We're just going to change the naming conventional and all this shit. I also got to get a new microphone stand because mine just makes way too much noise. So, set these guys to unreliable. These also should be unreliable. We'll name this one to something like casting probably cast selection VFX, and then the name of this will just be set cast selection VFX right here. Oh, actually, a really good way to do this, I think we say, like, fuck multicasting. I think we just make a state. Because it's basically like a guarantee that everybody is going to get the update for this. What's the downsides of that? One of the downsides would probably be we'd be very limited on the visuals that we could have, because we'd have to go by like an enum, right? We'd have to like create like a custom enum for each rune or each like seal. Oh no, we wouldn't. No, what am I saying? No, we wouldn't. Sorry, I'm kind of just like thinking out loud. I don't expect anybody to really understand what I'm saying right now, but it'll make sense once I complete this real quick. Is set when player selects a spell from their invoke wheel, called when close invoke called. So what this is going to take is something called an e-casting input, and it'll be in class 3. Now, the reason we are doing it this way... Oh fuck, wait, I might actually already have... Look at that. I think I already have something set up for this. Where is this being used? We could just use that system instead. Why are you on a different account? Don't tell me your other one got banned. How you doing, buddy? We're getting into the fun stuff this week. Well, this coming week. Making all the visuals and shit for the game. Oh, you lost the charger for it? Damn, RIP. On rep here. Can you edit shorts? I mean, it's definitely a possibility. I wanna do some editing myself, but like I'm down to see what you can make. I don't know like how many of those I would actually create though, to be honest with you. I kind of just did it to see if I could do it, if that makes sense. But you want to edit. What kind of editing did you want to do? If it gets to this point, we can actually set the visual here. Right? You'll edit in Fortnite? Let me edit. What did you want to edit? Or like what kind of video did you want to make? We want to check if this is the server, right? Oh no, we want to get in that mode. This is the client. We do this. It would be server set casting. Oh, I never made the function yet. Right. We're gonna change the name of this server. Set invoke. Name of this invoke wheel casting input. This is all gonna get gutted too. These like status effects. This was like an old system that I made for it. I'm joking. I just want to edit your videos. You make awesome content and I just want to edit it and earn you more views and get me more experience. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for that. I could probably make like some tutorial videos and give you some clips and stuff if you want to edit like that. Let's see what we can do. I'd be down. I also want to do some editing myself too, you know. We can make it work. I'll edit shorts or videos. Yeah, video editing takes a really long time. At least that's what I have seen. But yeah, I'd be down. Okay. We gotta make sure that this has implementation on it since it is a RPC. Like that. You're more experienced with shorts? I mean, shorts are cool too. Pretty much, I'm pretty much looking to make anything right now. Just want to help people out. This is just basic, like hit reaction stuff. One day I gotta come back in here and really just like clean up all that. I mean, this is all gonna get tossed in the trash. There's like a completely different way of doing this that I found. Man, I'm gonna ask, what do you want me to edit? Hit me down if you want me to edit footage. Yeah, I'll find something. If anything, it would be like the footage of this upcoming week, because like I'm gonna be making a ton of like visual like visual effects and everything. So that might be the best thing to make. This is what we want. Here's where we're going to do the function. We also need to create a different function to actually do the visuals for us. So I might move this up with these guys here. Let's see here. We'll call this like spawn. I'm joking, but I'm fine with any footage. We keep the footage 30 minutes max. Oh yeah, it's not going to be long. It's going to be like very short things. I would never ask you to do like too much at all. I'd feel really bad. Not about that life. All right, so we just want to spawn in this Niagara system here. And we'll call it spawn casting rune. Hey, Alan. I'm doing good. How are you doing? We're just working on some visual stuff right now for combat. Let's do a switch here as well. And for the switch, we're going to use this. That's good, man. How's the stream going? Going good so far. Definitely, like, it's like a weird thing where like Twitch is sometimes I get more viewers on Twitch, but then other times it's just like YouTube, just better. So I don't know like which platform to like really stick to at this point. But I'm just trying to help people out with C++ and Unreal Engine. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Make sure to put in a break statement as well. We also need default. What games do I play mostly? Not many. I think like MTG Arena. It's been the game that I've been playing the most recently out of everything. Well, yeah, then I'll be perfect for your editor. Yeah, I'm definitely down to help you out. Give you some footage as well. Sounds good with me. What games are you playing? What else do I do apart from this? I am someone that is in IT. I fix computers and build them. Oh, GTA. Yeah. Good times. The only time I go on GTA is just to gamble money and do like horse racing shit in the casino. How long would the average clip be? I think maybe like 2 minutes max. I would give you like very small clips. I wouldn't want you to do too much work, if I'm being honest. We might want to break this up into other segments here, eh? Actually, no, what we can do is this. Thinking of how I want to structure this right now. Oh, you're a student in London. Oh, I get so many people from the UK watching the stream. Like Americans hate me, but like people from Europe just are much more interested in watching people like program. Really weird thing. That's really cool. I'm used to editing 5 minutes of footage. This will be a piece of cheese. Yeah, I want to make it easy for you. Again, I feel really bad making you do anything more than, you know, just like a little bit here and there. Man, I really gotta come in and clean this shit up. Edit anywhere. Category is going to be Niagara. It'll be a pointer to a U Niagara system. We'll call this, do you know ACCA? I do not. What is that? I could definitely just Google it, but I'm gonna use you as Google right now. Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. Oh shit, I'm gonna be an accountant. That's pretty good. Honestly, it's probably better than what I'm doing. Yeah, you have to be smart to be an accountant and really good with numbers. A couple of my friends are in it. Really good money, and it'll be a job that'll be around forever. You'll never lose it. Programming, we're on the brink of losing it all to AI, apparently. That's what I hear every other day. What do I want to call this? I call this like Q casting rune. The naming convention here is probably going to get changed up. You're thinking you can make something dope for my channel? I also create Twitch stuff. Oh yeah, what are you thinking? I like dope shit. I think this is called U Niagara Function Library. There you are. Spawn system attached with params is what we want. What is the params type? I show it to you. Yeah, go ahead. Give me my Discord username. I can give you a Discord. Try to keep it like you know, not too you know, I don't typically just like hand it out. You know what I mean? I have like my own Discord that I use for answering questions and stuff about C++. Not that I don't trust you or anything. It's just like a personal thing. Yeah, link it. Take a look. Oh, let's call this params. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I already have the params filled out somewhere else in my code here. I think it's in another component that I have. but I'll explain what each of the params are. Here you are. Here's my Discord so you can add me. You send me your friend request so I can... it didn't show up in chat, so it may have... I don't know. It doesn't show me, even though like I'm the owner of the channel, if something got blocked or not. It's really weird. You're gonna make a 3D game in Scratch. Dude, do it. That one game that you showed me was pretty cool. Alright, we have an attach point name. I actually gotta look and see what it is. We're gonna attach this bad boy to our forearm, or our wrist actually. Where is the model? I have all my equipment slots and everything set. It's gonna be on the right hand. Don't want it on this socket. I'm probably just gonna make another virtual socket here for this. Much as I hate doing that. We'll call this casting rune socket. We'll just copy that. And we'll set this back just a little bit there. We'll adjust it. Actually, we might be able to add... Okay, that's a little big. Surprised I didn't update the socket. Possible to make a 3D game in Scratch, and you're gonna make Doom. Scratch will be doomed. What's the game's lore? Are you talking about the game I'm making right now? Surprised the scale isn't updating. Guess I'll just set the scale on this itself. Usually it's pretty quick. Weird. Maybe it's just a bug. Or I'm doing it wrong, but I swear that's how you did it before. Well, this is casting rune socket. And for params, we just set this guy in here like that. We probably want a component for this. So we can change it and remove it when this is over. Right, we need something to hold this. Also going to set it to be a U property. Ancient Greeks wondering why this dude has a spinning sentence saying cheese. No, it's actually Nordic runes. So it's not the Greeks. I'm just I love Norse mythology, so I thought it'd be really cool to make a game. Message retracted. What did you say? I didn't get to read it. Unfortunately. We also want to set the scale on this too. It's definitely 1:1 is not great. Pretty bad. So testing rune comp scale. Actually an F vector, not just a standard float. I think 0.2 is probably where we want to be. There we go. There it is. Auto activate true. Okay. Now, what we do is once we have this created, we are going to start modifying the colors and everything, right? We're going to change a couple of the things here, depending on what spell we are currently casting. So now that I'm thinking about it, I think we should just have like a base casting rune, and then we can just change the color on it and everything with parameters. And what I mean by that is we'll just have this, and see how I have like a user parameter called color here? We can make a couple other parameters along with color, and we'll just set them so we don't have to make you know, different, or we don't have to have the characters store different Niagara systems. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. You cook so good. Nice. Yeah, sure. Hit me. What do you got? What am I changing in here? Oh, I didn't hit apply. Got it. Oh man, so I think I would spawn two different systems if I'm being honest here. Or maybe it is just going to be one. But the thing is, there would be like different levels to them, like different levels of intensity. I'm trying to think of the best way that I can make this like dynamic. Nah, we'll probably just do this for now. Later on, actually, what I'm going to do here is comment this out, and we'll come back to this. Because like some of these runes are going to have like flash tree specific visuals to them, right? Like this is just like the base and just using basic sprites, whatever. These sprites are going to be changed to like lightning bolts, embers for like the pyromancy class, and then for druid it's going to be Lord knows, we'll figure it out. It wouldn't be like roots or anything like that. It would probably just be like green energy or something getting sucked into the runes. You made liver sliders. I don't think I've ever had a liver before. So, with that being said, we'll probably just keep it like this. And we'll put a log. I'm going to close out the editor because we're going to be putting in a couple new RPCs. Call that guy on the server because onrep is not called directly. And these are changed. What is this? Added salt to cure it. Basically adds flavor, makes it softer. Then I put pan and onions. That doesn't sound bad. Seasoning sounds pretty damn good. Give it that. Alright, so what we need to do now is make a function to get rid of this after we spawn it, right? So we'll go up to where we have these functions made. I'm going to move them down here. And we'll just make something called despawn casting rune. And we don't want to call destroy directly onto this component here. What we call is just deactivate. Because what that will do is it'll allow the particles to continue their loop duration and then burn out naturally, so it doesn't look like a really jittery like stop on the visual. We'll do that. It'll look really clean. We want to know two things here. Well, first off, we want to know when this is deactivated, right? And then we also want to know if this is called. And the casting rune comp is null, because that would be a problem. That means at some point it's not being spawned. Now thinking about this, right now I'm thinking of a way to integrate our current system with this new visual system so I don't have to like replicate any more data. And when a cast is fired, this I believe is set to none. So when this gets set to none is probably where we're going to call this despawn on all the clients along with the server. So we'll do it on all, we'll do it in a fell swoop type of fashion. Turned out extremely good. That's awesome. Yeah, it sounds pretty damn good. I'm gonna be making a ton of like tacos and stuff probably tomorrow. Let's close this up. Let's go to our close invoke wheel function. Yeah, I didn't even get finished this. It was called set invoke. Right here. So if we're on the client, we call server. If we are not on the client, we're on the server, we just call this. And then we just call on rep. Here, I'm going to remove this out of the server function now. This is definitely a better place to put it. The cast input sound is a UI thing, so we only call that locally, which is why it's just here. Does my phone seem good? Because it was it was lit AF. My whole family and I loved it. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I've never had it before, but you know, food is food at the end of the day. Okay. One thing I want to check is when we set our current spell, oh no, we would have to fire the cast off. And when it's fired, that's when we'll reset that. Yeah, so if this is successful, we will. I might be able to combine a bunch of these functions together into one thing. Is where this firecast success sound is called. We're also going to want to call this other function, right? To clear the Niagara system out. I might just move it over to a delegate at some point. I want to despawn our casting rune, what this is called. We have something called cast cleanup. What's in here? Oh, this is just all the casting parameters. Yeah, we can leave that alone. We would also want to do it here. So reset cast, what this does is it clears the current spell that we have selected. So this is another spot where we would just want to get rid of that. Now, here's the problem. This isn't networked. We want it to be networked, though. Hey, how are you? Google small salmon bread. Oh, I said salmon. Here, all right. Let's see what this is. Oh, it looks like a dinner roll. Nice. I think the way we want this to be replicated is we can just reuse our other RPC that we made. Show me it might be wrong. Alright, give me 1 sec. I have a train of thought right now that I gotta complete, and then I'll bring it up. I don't want to get sidetracked, because this is actually a really important part of this. So we're setting the visual effect here. We can just recall this function, and for the casting input we can just put in none. And what we can do is, if none is put into this, then we will all despawn. So just like that. I don't think that we're like ever using the invoke casting input as none outside of this. So we'll do that here. So instead of calling despawn casting rune, what we're going to do is call server, excuse me, server set invoke casting input to e casting input none. Come on now. We want to check if we're on the server though. I don't know why we're not checking here. Bad. I know I know getnet mode is not a great way to do this, but when we're doing listen server stuff, this is like a really not efficient, a really direct way of knowing if you're a client or a server. And it is never wrong. Well, 99.9% of the time, never wrong. So for the client, we want to do this on the server. For the server, we just call this directly, and then we just call our onRep function here, since onRep is not called on the server itself when you're working with replicated variables. We also want to call that there. Maybe this is like leading into something else. No, it's on the casting component. Weird. I just want to look at this real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I did it this way. Let's change that real quick. Must have just been like in the zone, just like speed typing, because this is not a great way to handle this. Quite strange. Okay. This is also not a good thing. So let's move that. Let's just press Control and dash until we get back to where we were. Do this in order here. Okay. I gotta clean this up. I'm not gonna do that right now, but this is going on the to-do list. Because this will come with status effects when we redo the UI for when you like put like a burn effect or like a stun or like anything on another character. It's going to involve this part of the system. We're going to change that at a different point. What did I call it? I'm going to label this status effects because when I control F and I'm searching through for status effects, this will come up in that portion of it so I know to retouch that again. Always make notes. It'll save your ass. Okay. That looks pretty good. That looks fine. Let's reset cast. Now here's another spot. We're calling this despawn casting rune. I might turn this into its own function on the casting component, so we're not just copying and pasting that shit everywhere. I thought I had a section for... Oh, okay, here it is. Probably just call it the same thing, honestly. Where is this shit at? Do I want to keep this server set library index in this? Not really, no. You also want to check for invoker character because there are cases where it can be null. I will. Just let me finish this up real quick. I'm almost done. Get rid of that. Oh, we don't want this in here. We want it on the outside. Okay. That looks good. I'm gonna take this now, bring it down. Replace this and that. And then here, as much as it fucking pains me. What is this doing? What is this doing? cast visual effects clearing number. What the fuck was I doing? What is the point of this function? I don't even remember it. A dude play hardcore Minecraft for 4,000 Minecraft days? I remember seeing something about that. Wait, 4,000 days? Was it 4,000? I don't know if it was that high. What the hell is this doing? Unrep spell library index update, which does what? Set cast visual effects, which does what? Hit scan socket. Okay, we move on. Sorry, that just like, I don't know why I did it that way. Get rid of these. We don't need them anymore. Yeah, I think we're all good. I think the only thing we have to sort out is that one section of code down here. Honestly though, like, I don't even know what to call the set spell library index, VFX. Get rid of this and replace with the new function when redoing, call it that garbage ass code. Okay. Alright, now we get to do the fun stuff like asking our compiler what we did wrong. Here we are. What did we do wrong today? Did I not forward declare you? No, I didn't. Do I have an include? I do. Okay. Oh, you're still throwing a fit. Oh, I need to forward declare my Niagara component. Come here, beautiful. Where are you going? There you are. You made 100, then 200, then 300. Then you continued and basically made a vid for every 100 days until you hit 1K. And then he made a video about that. Then a vid about 2K, 3K, 4K. Huh. That guy is committed. I envy him, honestly. A lot of content. Alright, let's actually run our compile here. make some cool shit. Yes, more commitment in his channel than me to my own existence. Oh my god, man. I mean, that's one way to put that. Jesus. Alright. We can lean back a little bit here. Relax. This next part should be a breeze. Alright, let's look up that food you were telling me about while this is doing its thing. Where is the message? I'm blind, hold on. Oh, here it is. Is it like a flatbread or something? That's all I can find. Go to our character and set these components up, shall we? Show you. Alright, I got you. 1 second. Is that it? Was that it? I don't know what that means, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry for being uncultured. So we literally just had to make this casting, or this system a couple of different times, just different colors. So this one will be for Druid. Let it compile. The reason we're doing it this way is because each one is actually going to have like a different effect, and I don't think I can like make parameters that will, how do I say this? Make parameters that will make as big of a difference as I would want with these separate casting systems. It also would take up way more data than just a, you know, a pointer. Each one of these. Like the color on this one's going to be like a green. But we're going to increase the actual value here to like 20. Maybe higher actually. Maybe like 30. We just want these particle effects, right? To have like a shine to them. Fuck, might have to go higher. What, 50? That's good enough. Not going to go any higher than 50 on that. Pyromancy's going to be like an orange. We're going to go here. Increase this. Move this over to the right to get more red in there. Then we'll set this guy to like 30. Make it look like embers. There's a couple other things that I'm going to do later on, but let's just get this working before we go crazy with it. This round thing should also be getting changed. Initialize particle, or the... Oh no, it's in mesh renderer. This right here. We might have to use a material instance on this with dynamic parameters. Good thing I thought of that and already added them. Let's do that. I'm gonna do it here too anyways, so. It is the single looping particle that we'd want to do this on. Dynamic material parameters. Heat glow. Shit, I don't have color on here. Okay. Shit, wait, no, that's not how you do it. Alright, I am not a Niagara specialist. I want to preface this real quick. But I do remember slightly how to do this. I think it's something in materials I had to change. What is this? The sandwich bread like a baguette shape, but soft bread that's used for sandwiches. Oh, okay. I mean, I see a couple of them on here that look just like that, or what you're describing. Dynamic parameters. Do I care about that? Is this like speed and glow and shit? I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. Not really. Okay. This is what we want to mess with. Dynamic branch. Alright, real quick. I'm just going to look up the function we need for materials. Material color with Niagara. Because, I mean, I could set the parameters on it directly in C++, but kind of just like prototyping, so if there's a faster way to do this without doing that, that'd be pretty cool. Looks like I'm gonna have to make material instances of this, eh? That's fine. I get it. Am I asked call this casting seal. We can have a difference there. Tempest. Druid. Color. Put the green here. We'll probably just grab this color. Copy that. Paste it. Didn't work. Okay. Another option. Save it. Holy shit, that's bright. Fucking eyes. Got down to like a 10. Oh my god, even that is like crazy. Alright, we'll just keep it at a 1. Fine. Code me a Valorant cheat? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a kernel anti-cheat. I'm not trying to have a lawsuit get flown onto my desk. Make me a Valorant cheat. Oh man. I can't say I've had somebody come in here and actually say that before. That's pretty funny. Could I do it? Yes. Do I want to do it? No. Fuck, I didn't make a material instance for this. Just copy the material like a dumbass. Okay, now we're cooking. Where's that orange at? I'm gonna save you right there, you little bastard. Actually, technically it's just... Nah, we'll play it safe. That down to a 1. Nice. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Good luck. And this will be a blue. Like that, but not at 100. Okay. Let's get rid of this shit, because we really don't need that right now. Let's go in here. One is Druid. This one is the Pyromancy. And we gotta make one for Tempest. The Niagara abilities. Not there. Cast, okay. I fucking clicked on Pyromancy. Tempest. Sweet. Do not need this to be at 150. Be totally fine. For Pyromancy, just to give like the resemblance of like embers, I'm actually going to change the size of the particles. So random non-uniform. Okay, hold on. What size did I have them? Okay, between 4 and 8. I'll just set that. So do 4 and 8 here, and then 4 here, 2 here. Probably make them slightly bigger. We'll probably leave this like a 6, 10, then 5 and 3. Maybe it's just like the orange, it's like overpowering. I don't know. I mean, like later on, what I'm going to do is there's actually going to be like fire, like actual fire around the arm of the player. And then this will be at the wrist. So like the wrist will have this spinning around it, and then the actual forearm, and then like the rest of the arm will have like actual like embers on it. So one step at a time. So our Q, oh man. All right, so these are going to be manually set right now. But where we're going to get this data later on is going to be in the class tree itself. But we're prototyping this, so I'm not going to go that far in and that deep into it, where we're messing with the overall data structure of our game. If this looks good and it like feels pretty good, then I will implement it fully. But yeah, prototyping. Put all that shit. Don't crash my engine, please. We have it set to 2. I'm gonna do that just to be safe. Alright, so what should happen here is when we set a cast, it should appear on our arm. So I'm gonna hold R, drag off. It didn't attach, but it appeared at our arm. I think I know why. On particle update, we're rendering a mesh here. This didn't attach to our player yet. How do I set that again? Before I type this in on Google to remember how to do this, I'm going to take a second here and turn this into a learning experience. But if I can't attach this to the arm in like 5 minutes, then yes, I will remind myself. Did I say 5 minutes? The only problem is it's not staying attached to our character. Fuck, I could go in and look at like past systems that I've made and grab it from there. Oh wait, it's actually going off of the simulation position. No, we don't want to mess with that stuff. Let's see here. Lock, mesh, render. Welcome back. Right now we are just attaching our component to our character. I mean, it spawns and, you know, that works all well and good. One little problem though. I mean, you can see the particles are actually staying in place. It also didn't get deactivated, but it did update position right there. Weird. Does anybody in chat know how to lock a mesh render to the player? I swear I did this before. Not in here. My strong suit is programming. Visual effects, not so much, but I manage. The block of mesh render to the player, just block it. Oh, no, it's not block. I need to attach it. That's the problem. So everything else attaches, but this particle right here. Now the position should be where the actual component is. Oh, I guess what's happening is, right, we might have to redo the way this is actually being done right now. It's spawning once and it is not spawning again or updating past that point. So we need an actual like updater for its position in order to fix this. That's just what like where my brain goes. So we have an orient to position node here now. Does this fix the problem? Oops. So, no, not at all. It's orienting, but it's not attached. We update the location of it this way. I always thought this was for spawning though. Oh, hello Mozart, how are you? I was just listening to some of your music the other day. You made some bangers. Doing pretty well. When's your next album dropping? Have you ever thought about making trap music, Mozart? Natural will be better. Yeah, I've been listening to you since the beginning. And right now, I'm just being a stubborn bastard on the way I'm tackling this problem. I know it has something to do with mesh rendering. Update mesh orientation is not it. Align sprite to mesh orientation, definitely not it. Static mesh location. No, that would switch it to something else. I want to say it's skeletal mesh. Preview mesh. We'll just add it here. And what we'll do, attach it to a bone. Filtered sockets. We want the socket right there. There's the problem though. So I know it's like off. I'm gonna play and I'm gonna show you why this is an issue. Okay, did I say I was gonna show you why it's an issue? It's actually not an issue. Whoops. I gotta rotate it though. I rotate the socket actually, not this. I think that was just like off by just a hair. When I say hair like 90 degrees is what I actually mean. If I grab this and tilt it 90 degrees, should be good. Yeah, I lied. Is it not orienting to the socket then? Don't care about that. We're getting there. I'm surprised it's not orienting to the socket that it's attached to. I think it's a little weird. I'm new to Unreal Engine and want to start with C++. Any tips to start with C++ and Unreal? Did you learn with a tutorial or docs? Yeah, I mean, what I did first was like learn a couple programming languages first, and then I got into C++. Do you have like any coding experience whatsoever? Because that actually makes like a huge difference on what I recommend. Can you make a 4D game in a 3D engine? I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't sound like it would work. Good. I am actually kind of at a... Oh wait, did it not save my... I see something. Yeah, it's just not updating the effect. Oh no, it is. It is updating the effect, because look, it's gone now. Oh, you fucker. Put these guys back to 0. Yeah, I have actually a lot in school with Java, and after that I learned the basics of C++. Oh, perfect. Okay, so if you know Java and you know how like object-oriented programming functions, then like C++ is the next best thing. If that's the case, then there's a course I used to learn like kind of like the basics and intermediate stuff. It is a paid course, but the guy is like really good at teaching. Let me just grab it real quick and I'll send it through. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. He also answers like any questions that you have in like his comments and shit, even from like really old courses. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, here it is. God, hopefully it doesn't start playing the course. Quick. This coupon code at the end. I'm not affiliated with that, so if that coupon code like works, good for you, but it's not like an affiliate link or anything. But yeah, that course and that teacher specifically, excellent. You just gotta like you just gotta put his classes at like 2x speed when you're watching him, because he does talk very slow, which is good for some people. Look at that fucking orientation. It's just messing with me now. Oh, you saved that one yesterday? Yeah, it's excellent. I mean, like, his multiplayer one is pretty good too. The one thing it like really lacks though is it doesn't really teach you how to properly use RPCs in Unreal Engine, and it doesn't like explain like when do you want to use a multicast versus when do you want to use like a replicated variable for like state. So that's the only like problem I had with that, but beyond that, like, it's great. Make a 4D game in a 3D engine. I'll make a 3D game in a 2D engine. You can make a 2.5D game in a 2D engine. It'd be pretty difficult making a 4D game in a 3D engine though. Actually, better yet, try to describe 4D to me, and then I'll make that. But yeah, if you have like any questions about C++ though, or Unreal Engine 5 specifically, feel free to hit me up. If you comment like on any video, or like you join the Discord that I have a ton of resources in the text channels there, or basically any documentation I find that's useful. So I have a shitload of resources there. This goddamn thing is not orienting, but I'm too stubborn to find a good way to solve it. Look at it just rotating at me menacingly. I will fix it though. Piece of shit. Thanks for the tip. How long have I been working with Unreal Engine? At this point, I'd say a year and a half, maybe a little bit over a year and a half or so. But I've been like doing it for 10 hours a day, pretty much for the past like year and a half. Very rare that I'm not working on this shit. I've accumulated a lot of hours making a lot of projects and doing game jams and shit. If we look at some of my code from the very beginning, it's really bad. I was fucking trash. But I've gotten a lot better. What game am I making? Well, right now, this is a first-person mage MOBA. So, you get levels, you get gear, you kill each other, you kill like mobs and shit too. Right now I'm working on the visuals. A lot of the spells and how they work are done, but I have to work on creating all the fun VFX shit for it. We just recently made a giant swap from how spells were cast. Before, like, if I put down this spell here, which you can see this is like an AoE, right? It would be instant. Like, that shit would just spawn right on the spot and, you know, do its active ability. But for balance purposes and to give players like a reaction or like some window of opportunity for counterplay, I switched the whole system over to use projectiles. So there's a very, I guess like very small delay, but there's some delay. So players have a reaction time. Also, this ability that I'm using is totally just a test ability with no cooldown, but that's just so I can, again, test out all the VFX shit. But yeah. Goddamn thing. For some reason I thought it'd be easier. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I've done a bunch of playtests already with like friends and shit. Yeah, no problem, Mozart. Thanks for your music, man. Let me know if you need help with C++. The least I could do. Goddamn things. Yeah, I guess it's not staying attached because of the way it's spawning. I think the better way to do this, guys, is like literally to just spawn this static mesh separately, or just have it spawned with the character. And then what it will do is I'll just change the material on it when I need to. It might be my lack of experience with Niagara itself that's causing me to go this route, but I could sit here and twiddle my thumbs trying to figure this out for the next like 20 minutes, which sounds terrible. Or I could just do something that I have done like a million times and know how to do, and just produce this. So I think I'm going to go with the latter. Let's quickly do that. I can move on. So let's go t-object pointer, use static mesh component, and we'll name this one casting rune mesh comp, and we'll put this inside the constructor. It's basically always going to be here, but it's going to be invisible for half the time. When I do my research later today and early tomorrow before I stream, if I can find a better way to do this, I will do that, and then I'll also update you guys on how I did that. See here, text, and this. Call this casting rune. So we're going to attach this to our mesh like this. And then you can actually list what socket you want it to be attached to. And I think I named this casting rune socket. Like that. You also do not want this thing to have any collision whatsoever. Pretty much just going to be a ghost. So set collision enabled to E collision. Enabled, no collision. And we're also going to set this to be invisible. Set hidden in-game to true. As for how we get this to work, it's going to be pretty much the same. In our spawn casting rune, we just got to change like one thing, and that is when we spawn this casting rune component like this. In here, we're going to change the set hidden in game to false. But we're also going to set the material so it needs a U material interface, which yeah, unfortunately we're just gonna have to create a couple different pointers. Man, 24 bytes of data. Well, technically more, because we have to make a static mesh that's like permanently on the character. It's painful. Make a U material up here as well. We'll call this selected material. Listed as null pointer. We don't want this Niagara system to spawn unless we can actually get our static mesh component set as well. What we can also do is in here, I don't even think we need to clear the material. We can just set this to hidden, and then right here, this will change it to the next material for us. So it should be as simple as that. I don't think there's anything else we need to change. The only thing we need to do is now go into the character blueprint and make sure that we set these. So let's close out the editor and do that real quick. I wonder if I'm able to like pin any messages in chat. Is that a thing? Yeah, it literally is like right there. All right. Well, I might pin the Discord in chat, and if you guys want any resources, you can just grab it from there. Got tons and tons of them. Right. Back in blueprint. Excuse me. Okay. So this is just going to be a plain, rather large one. I want to go into our material here. Not overlay material. This material. I'm just going to set it to one of these so I can get the size that we have. Then I'm going to set the scale of this down to what it should be. Might be a bit too large. I think that's probably where I want it, right? Maybe that. Bit too far down. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Test it out. Well, I figured out what that other function does. Oh, whoops. I didn't set the goddamn colors on it, did I? I was like, why is it not showing up? Hue is pyro. Oh, I put it as uMaterial, not uMaterial instance. Will I make the 4D game? I don't know if that's possible. I must have said it. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah, uMaterial. Was a blueprint quick. I'll make a full-on 3D game on a 2D engine. Please make the 4D game. If you can explain to me what 4D is, I'll make it. Fuck. Hold on. I gotta go in the blueprints and set this again. Casting. And casting. Did it not update? Alright, let me close my editor. Oh no, it didn't. Yeah, literally didn't. Oh hey Lucky. Long time no see. How have you been? had the test on Tuesday about operating systems. Best grade? Dude, that's fucking awesome. You're killing it, man. I was actually just about to ask how university's going. That's sick. You can thank me later. You learned the whole semester in 3 days? Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you doing in college? Mozart plus Cinderella equals mozzarella. I don't even know what the fuck to say about that. What made you even think about that? How am I doing? Pretty good, man. I gotta say, like, I gotta get a new mic stand first off, but second off, I've been like posting all my odds and shit on YouTube, and they've been doing like really well. I guess people want to see somebody code Unreal Engine games. But yeah, I've been doing great. I feel really inspired to keep going. Yeah, really good feeling. I fuck, it like warms my heart a bit. Reading some of the comments that people leave about like you know, they're like thankful that I'm like making these and posting them up and like kind of like showing like the true side of it. So yeah, it warms my heart a bit reading that shit. Yeah, pretty good. Developers have feelings too. Do they? Okay, well, to be fair, sometimes I don't, but it's mainly because when I crash my editor, I want to put a hole in my wall, but realize I don't get paid enough to repair it, so I can't. Material instance, what am I looking for? Here we are. Did you say that you were a first year in college, or is it your second or third? You said first, right? Yeah. Dude, it's gonna fly by so quickly. And like, with the knowledge that you have right now, it'll just be so much easier. I could tell that you have like a oh well, that's not in the right that's not in the right direction. I could tell that you have like a drive to like learn about this shit like outside of school, so it's gonna take you a very long way. Something isn't going right. Bro, what setup do you have? I have... Well, are you asking about like my microphone and like keyboard and shit specifically? Or are you asking about something else? Oh, I think I know what's going on. Where are my... Niagara, here we are. I remove these meshes from these components, or these parts of the Niagara system. That should fix it. Dude, I gotta get a new mic stand. This shit is crazy. It is doing its thing. I gotta speed it up though. It's definitely moving like way too slow. And I want it to like spin like a fucking top when I shoot. That all comes with animation shit though. And animations are one of the things I'm going to do towards like the end of this. Because they're kind of going to go off of how the visual effects look on this. I think I found out what that other function does though. The one that was in our casting component. The fuck was it called? It was like set like VFX or something. I don't know why I made it at the beginning, but yeah, this shit. I'm gonna do that, and then it's probably gonna get rid of that like lightning bolt shit that's like on our wrist. Where can someone learn Unreal easily? So I always preface this with, what experience do you have with coding? Because if you're looking for like creating games with like C++ specifically, I want to guide you in the right direction. And I just want to know like your basic level of like knowledge with programming before I send you to a certain place. Today we had our first lesson on social engineering, and I never had an online lesson that interesting and fun. Sounds fucking dope. I've watched a couple documentaries on social engineering specifically. It's a really awesome topic. Is that going to be like a full-on course for the rest of the semester for you? A 40 player would be able to control time. I don't think I can fathom 4D, so trying to like make something like that sounds too intimidating for my small brain at the moment. Yeah, that's what that fucking lightning shit was on our hand. It was that one stupid ass thing that we're going to absolutely gut out of our program now. Bye-bye. From the old system, which is why I don't recognize it. Oh god, wait, I don't think this is tied to anything other than what we were just doing though. Let me double check that before I go crazy. My worst nightmare is doing that. My whole program just ceases to exist. But let's see, write, read, write, unknown. Oh, this is within the generated. Yeah, I don't think it really has anything. To be safe though, I'm going to comment it out, because if it ends up being a problem, I do not want to risk it. No point in doing that. What was this comment? A little magic to make the rep notify activate, since it only activates when value changes. We will set this to 29 every time. What was I thinking? I don't know. Sometimes I look at my like code from like months ago and I'm like, Was I really this dumb back then? Or maybe I still am now. Who knows? That replicated function though, because we need to change that. Did I already get rid of it? Guess so. Okay. Fingers crossed that live coding doesn't crash us. I'm just actually going to pin that course. Can I edit the message? Ah, screw it. I'll just leave it up. It always helps to let someone else look at your code or wait a day, which results to the same. Yeah, it's I bit myself in the ass too many times by just like jumping ahead and removing a bunch of shit when I really shouldn't have. Like all this right here. This is something that probably will get canned. I did make a new function called despawn casting rune, which kind of replaces all this shit. Git versioning? Yeah, I have a ton of backups. So whenever I like make like a big feature, I'll always make the commit and send it through. When I'm making minor changes like this, I'll be honest, I usually don't like make the commit for very small things, but that's probably a really bad habit that I should change. But yeah, Git is very important. Speaking of which, I actually need to do another commit soon here. Because there was something really big that I changed in the past like week that I forgot to push through. I'll make a note of that. Alright, live coding, you done yet? What's going on here? What in the fuck? What kind of tomfoolery ass shit is this? When I clean my code up, I don't think I'll do it on stream. It's gonna be foul, the things I say about myself when I'm doing it. You got how 4D work? Wait, hold on, let me read what you said. 4D is a shape which changes with time. It is fathomable. Imagine a Spider-Man game. Imagine any game. Plot goes like, man wakes up, man realizes he is hero of the world. Man goes to Sensei to learn to defeat dragon, defeats dragon. After the player defeats the dragon, he changes the time back to before he got knocked out and defeats the guy who knocked him out and never meets the Sensei, and also the dragon burns the planet. Do I understand how 4D works now? Whatever you just read could be like a like literally just be a 4chan post that just looks like a fucking oh, what the hell are they called? Green post? Shit, I can't remember. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know where you come up with this shit. But yeah, I think I understand how 4D works now. Thank you. Uh-oh, my game crashed. Thanks, live coding. What do we got? Something from a data table. Inside of our HUD. No fucking shot. Let's see. Apparently 66. Inside my wait. In my initializer. This? Yeah, no fucking way. I don't believe you. I'm gonna launch anyways. Will you make it? Are you asking me to make that game specifically or something related to that? Two very different things. The 40 game. So when you say 40 game, are you describing like the plot you just gave me? Like, will I make that game specifically? Okay, so like in general, any game that deals with like space and time. Alright, let's crash my game again. Look at that, it didn't crash. Turns out it was live coding. Nice, my hand has the glowy stuff. I like to see it. Glowy stuff is gone. Cool. And our projectiles, or our spells, are now projectiles. Giving us that crisp reaction time that we need. I'm gonna make them look a lot better than whatever this shit is, though. I mean, this is just like a basic particle effect with like a burst coming out the back. I have to make like really unique spells with different traces. Like a game where you can change the freaking timeliness based on what you do in the past. That hurt my head. Like a game where you can change the freaking timeliness based on what you do in... I'm not going to think about that too much. Where you change the freaking timeline based on what you do in the past. Oh, okay, that makes a bit more sense. That seems like it would take a long time. And I don't know if I have that kind of time. What I am going to make, though, is something for April Fools, because it would only take me about maybe 5 hours. I'm going to make, do you know the game Aim Labs? I'm going to make that, but I'm going to call it Hacker Labs. And literally all it is going to be a game where you shoot targets with a gun. And the targets will move out of the way before you can hit them, no matter if you like actually are like looking to hit them or not. And then what the game will do is you press a button, it opens up like a cheat menu that's built into the game. And it'll allow you to turn on cheats, and then when you shoot, it'll hit the targets no matter what. So I'm gonna make that for April 1st. Hello, agent. Came in. Your title interested me. Yeah. Thank you. Are you a bot by chance? I'm actually just running around shooting a goddamn ball. So I'm gonna stop doing that now and get back to what I should be doing. Maybe. Yeah, that's fair enough. I had somebody in here earlier, I think trying to sell me something. Maybe they weren't, but I think they were. I actually wanted to see one thing. There was a reason why I was shooting that shit. Okay. Let's not kill our second character so I can take a look at what's going on. You got nothing to sell, sorry. That's a good thing. Right now we're just testing some shit out where visual effects. Damn. Wait a minute. Look at that. Our onRep function is not getting called on the client. The fuck? Okay. Well, that's one bug. We'll fix that. That's not a problem. What I want to test out now is, does our client see that our main character has it? They do. That's kind of neat. But we have a problem. I gotta figure out why it's not updating the material on this. Do I have it in my logs? I did not believe so. Alright, let's dig deep into this, shall we? It's not in there. It's something in here that's causing this problem then. Ever try out viewers games? If somebody sent me a game, I'd probably load up like a virtual machine and play it on there. I would never run a game on my main computer because that's how you get malware. People can just package their shit with Trojans and then you're just fucked. But yeah, I'd probably be down to try something out. I've done way too much shit with cybersecurity to be fooled. So in here is where we're getting fucked, pretty much. Actually, is it? Let's find out. Let's write down some logs here. Nuclear mages on Steam. I could send you a key to try out whenever. Nuclear mages. Why does that sound familiar? It looks insane. It is... That's a single player game? What's the or what do you do in it? Actually, see where this onRep is getting called. Put this beforehand. Fight the void, do dungeons, get better gear, then clear the endgame tower defense mode. Yeah, it sounds pretty dope. Probably try it out. I'm also gonna, I'll steal every idea in it too and use it for my game. I'll take everything, all of it. Working on a trailer today? That's dope. Yeah, I'm nowhere near getting to that point. I have way too much shit to do. Christ, I still gotta make the inventory and gear system. Which, I mean, like 30% of the way done, I guess. The graphics look pretty damn good though. I'll give you that. Gotta start logging. Okay. Actually care about the client more than the server at this point. So when I set something, it is calling this. What is it calling though? I'm gonna print out the name of this invoke wheel casting input. Made it very scalable. It runs with a GTX 990 on low. And Ultra needs an RX 4060. Nice. Is it on Unreal Engine? If so, is it on like 4 or 5? Can you make the 4D game? Technically, I could make that game. Would I focus on it? Probably not. That's something that you can definitely work on though. 5.1 to be exact. Nice. How long have you been making it for? And is it using like blueprints, or are you doing like programming? 2 years, goddamn. Gotta be programming them, right? BP only? I mean, that's totally cool too. I think Fortnite is mainly made on blueprints. Well, but if you know blueprints and you're really good at structuring them, learning C++ actually isn't too much different. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Alright, gotta focus. Why the fuck is this not printing? This is getting called, right? It's getting called on my close. That follow animation? Dude, I know. That shit was, when I was making that, it was cracking me up. It's just the fucking editor closing, or crashing on you. Nobody gets it, but I'm glad you do. Yeah, let's print what this is. Very curious to know. So this is what we're sending to the server. So if it's sending some crazy shit, then that's why we're not getting an update. It is a UEnum. Does it get named by value? Dude, every single time I forget which one it is. I get it confused every time. Grabs the F name. Okay. Right, I'll just fucking look it up again. Where to send the Steam key? Yeah, you can probably send it through a Twitch private message. That should be fine. Are you looking for any critiques, or do you just want me to play? I always like to be honest and upfront about that, because you are looking for critiques. I can do a review and let you know if I find any bugs. But if you just want me to play, I'll turn that mode off. Where the hell is my... constructive criticism, I guess. I got you. I'm not gonna judge you based on like anything like visual related whatsoever. I think the only thing I would ever judge you on is judge is such a harsh word. Not judge, like critique is the overall like execution and feel of certain things. So like ability casting and shit like that. Just help make you smoother. This user has turned on block whispers from strangers. Uh-oh. If I follow you, does that resolve that problem? I sent you a follow. Are you able to message me now? Version of enu in the string. I'm gonna get a post-it note and actually write this shit down with how much I use it and how often I forget it. It's actually mind-boggling. Get value as name. Fuck. It was the other way around. Dude, every time. Okay, you were able to send it now? Oh, we don't need that. Okay. I'd like to know, I guess. Let's see. One key. Multiplayer currently only works in local. Oh, dope, man. If you want help with networking, I'm your guy. We're currently working out a very simple yet annoying networking bug at the moment. The biggest thing that I can teach anybody looking to do networking for a game is understand when you need something to be visual and when you need something to be stateful. And if you understand that concept, it'll open you up to so many possibilities. It seems like a really simple thing, but a lot of people go into their games and like create it, and they fuck up so bad with multicasting. Like multicasting is actually more rare. I use multicasting what's the best way to phrase this? Less than I use replicated variables. Yes, okay. That's what I meant to say. Don't want this, we want the client. Where the fuck is my enum going? What the shit? Oh, I didn't do fucking... God damn it. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Whoops. Got the second most important part of that whole line. Part that actually displays my enum. Screw this shit off. No, it sends it. What is that? PIR. Excuse me. Okay, it's sending it, but my on-rep isn't getting called. Why? It's sending this from a client. Right? Am I reading that wrong? Not client 1. Yeah, what the fuck? Interesting. We'll put it in there for now then. No, that would send it back to the... Hey, good luck with your game, man. Graphics look fucking dope, so I'll try it when it comes out. What am I doing? Right now I'm going mentally insane. Trying to find out where my shit is going. Alright, so we clear it there. Clear it there. I think that's it. Yeah, save, get out of that. Live code. So I want to get this working at least. You're bored. You gotta work on your game, dude. Use this time to be productive. We do something. What does it look like I am doing? My good sir. I'm trying to get this done so I can move on. Alright, step 1, have my character look up so he can see what I am doing. Step 2, profit. Bam, would you look at that? Ah. No, not profit. Just kidding. There's going to be like some function, right? Or some type of if statement that is... What the fuck? Hey, that did not deactivate. Okay. Oh, no, that's something with the Niagara component. I know what's causing that. Okay, so we have this nice little swirly thing. They have it on theirs. That's what we care about. The reason it's not getting or showing up on this one is because my bad. Not me to punch the microphone. We just gotta call this locally. Mainly because this variable isn't getting changed on our machine, or our client, right? Like our local controller, this is not changing. On everybody else's machine though it is, which is why they're getting the onRep function. What I could do is have a condition set for this property to forcefully update and trigger an onRep no matter what. But An easier way that saves valuable bandwidth is to when we call this set server, we just call it locally as well. So like right here, for instance. Call it first before we send it to the server. And then actually, I am going to be a good person and do this. Get rid of this else statement. Our casting component also needs this change to happen too. Here it is. So do that, we get rid of this. We live code, profit. Shit's gonna look so cool when it's actually done. Because as soon as I finish this, then I can make the visual effects for like your person just like harnessing fucking fire from their body and just like sending it forward. Small steps to the bigger picture. Functionality first, visuals later. Okay. Load our shit in. Alright. Watch our client go do a little dance for us. Really good at it. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Now we're going to cast something. It's going to disappear on both. It's not deactivating. Or like the particles are still there because I have to just go into the Niagara system and set the loop to not be infinite. And once I do that, it will go away. Alright, let's send the server into the stratosphere, shall we? Even on like terrible fucking MS, because right now I'm emulating nearly 200 ping on the client. Right? See how there's like a very tiny delay when you cast a spell? Even with 200 MS, it's still pretty good reaction. You can thank local prediction for that. Right now what's currently happening is the client is shooting a projectile, but it preemptively asks the server if it's allowed to do it. So when this animation starts, that's when the RPC is sent, and as long as it gets a signal that it's good to go, when the animation stops, it will continue with the projectile spawning. That's a good way to hide lag. This small trick. Okay. Oh wow, this was almost 2 hour, like 3 hour stream for this. That's crazy. Again, Small steps to the bigger picture. This leads to very huge things, though. Tomorrow, let me pull up my little checklist, shall we? Tomorrow is going to be about having this rune spawn on the ground when the projectile hits it. So whenever a spell hits the ground, it will basically expand one of these runes on the ground before the spell activates. And yeah, we're going to make some really cool effects for all of our abilities. A long process to do it, but as long as we take our time and do it right, the game's going to feel good, it's going to look good, and it's going to be really fun to play. With that being said, probably going to call it for the night here. We'll be back early tomorrow. We'll get everything handled, make some cool shit, and I'll answer any questions you guys have for me. So, I'll send you guys off. Have a wonderful morning, evening, noon, or night, wherever you are, and see you next time.